It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Cowboys' Offensive Player of the Year. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Cowboys and the Giants on...
The Cowboys. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, here's Dak. Ferguson there to bring it in. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Right up the gut. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak off the play fake. Looking for the end zone and a deep shot. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Well, this group right here, Brock, poised to make a run in the playoffs. But they've had to earn that trip to the postseason, haven't they, without some of their teammates here on the field.
And for everyone on this injury report, the key is recovery. If you got a shot to make it back, any shot, you're going to do all you can to be a part of a playoff run. If those guys out there playing today, the key word is prevention. Do not add anybody else to this list before the postseason arrives.
A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Lone man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pull ahead 6-3 in the first. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
The Cowboys and their running back about to... Lone back gets the handoff. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Back-to-back carries here. Ooh, found a soft spot, crosses the 25. And they finally take him down at the 27. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Catch made by Cooks. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome and given them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go!
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They give it to him again. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Yeah! Here we go! Waiting! Waiting!
Now Dak to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And in for the Dallas touchdown. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. We'll get an injury timeout here, and thousands throughout the stadium hold their breath. C.D. Lamb, the player, shaken up after that one. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go! Waiting!
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
He's got Harris. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. They've invested some early touches in it, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you the story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that, with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there!
Handoff on second and short. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there!
Play action, Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Prescott now on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing on first is Prescott. Short pass brought in. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought to a halt by Deontay Banks. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Has some space inside the 15. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 3-possession game. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Prescott here from the gun. Hauled in left side. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
He's got the first down grab and still going. Touchdown, Dallas! It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The home teams and this running back. They'll run here on first down. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Here we go. Right there.
Working from the pistol, Prescott. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. It's his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Yeah, here we go.
Hand off to the back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds him over the middle. He's got to gain a 6 there. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're running again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys ballooning the first half lead even further. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the grid... Offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And with the end of the season... First and 10, Prescott. Completed to his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They really don't care what the split is between ground and him as a receiver. The important part for their offense, Brock, is just getting this dude touches.
Yeah, just like those hoopers you see, right? When they are on fire, get him the ball. Whatever it takes, you're going to find a way to devise a scheme to get it to him, and they're doing it right now. Damage through the air.
And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, here we go.
Looking to throw. This finds Cooks complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. This offense running out for an... From the gun is Prescott. It's caught, Ferguson. And that's good for a gain of 5. Cordell Flott there on the stop. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Simple dive up the middle. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. Here's the one back on the handoff. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. from the 27. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's take.
Here's the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go! Let's take.
Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Yeah, here we go! Let's take.
Dak now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. Again, he's got room. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys trying to end this before the final quarter. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage.
Give now to the running back. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Finds his back complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Lone back gets the handoff. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Yeah, here we go! Let's take.
Back to the well again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
Let's take.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, here we go! What I take? Where are you take?
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Cowboys. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go! I take.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
2nd and 4. Ferguson there to bring it in.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit on touchdowns, yards, fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never...
On 1st down, they'll run. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Dak out of the pistol. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
They give it to him again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. 1st down, ball at the 36. Here's a give up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further. Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Here we go!
Second down, here's Prescott again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, here we go!
Play action, Prescott. They catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Yeah, here we go.
Working inside the red zone. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he mixed it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys keep running away with this. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're right.
They'll run here on first down. Has a lane past the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. Give him 32 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. Continuing to turn those legs inside the 25. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys continue piling it on here in the 4th. The Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.